goes to Naatu Naatu, RRR.
This is the first nomination and first win for this writing team. They win their Golden Globe tonight for their music and lyrics of Naatu Naatu in RRR. Accepting the award is M.M. Kiravani.
I've had enough of this nonsense! You two, out!
Hi, I'm Arun Singh and this is a special presentation to celebrate Naatu Naatu. Joining me is also my colleague Uma Sudhir. Now, Naatu Naatu, a song which has won the Golden Globe Award. Not only that, it's India's first Golden Globe Award winner. SS Rajamouli's RRR was the first Indian film in over 2 decades to be nominated, and the song beat other music performed by Taylor Swift and Rihanna. Naatu Naatu is composed by M.M. Kiravani and penned by Chandra Bose. The song is sung by Kal Bhairav and Rahul Sipliganj. Uma.
Arun, Naatu Naatu is something that's become a rage. In fact, I'm going to start with setting the mood here at this dance studio, Kudos dance studio that I am here in Hyderabad. And this is what the country is looking at, that everyone's going to dance to this song that's in fact won about 17 million views just in the first 24 hours when it was released on November 2021. And subsequently, of course, it's gone viral all over the world and everyone's in fact dancing to this. So if it is one part is the music, the second part is the energy and the gusto that the dance added to it, and of course the actors Junior NTR and Ram Charan, who are both great dancers. So every Indian perhaps and many across the world are trying to dance to this, just like it happened at the Chinese theatre where we saw in fact audiences coming over and dancing to this even as the movie was being screened and the party was going on.
And I'm regretting that I'm on a chair and I'm sitting. I so want to get up and also groove to the moves which, all these dancers are showing right now. So, of course, Uma and I will take you through the journey of the song via several guests that will be joined in this special broadcast. We have with us Edward Sonnenblick. He's RRR actor. Another actor, Richard Bhakti Klein, is also joining us for this conversation. We'll be joined by other artists related to the song and the film as well. A very warm welcome. Edward, my first question to you. What was your first reaction when you heard that news?
Yeah, it just came to me from a friend who messaged it to me, and I was not terribly surprised, to be honest. It was, I think, the buildup has been, so strong, and just been watching people and watching, footage of people in America and all over the world just dancing in the aisles and right in front of the screen. And it's clearly, touched a nerve, something so joyful and so energetic. Has just really had people just fall in love with it. So when it won, I have, at this point, I was not that surprised. If you had asked me, 2 years ago, when I first, heard it, on set and all that, I said, wow, that's great. But I had no idea that we would end up here.
Edward, I've heard that you in fact came over to India very inspired by Lagan, which is once again something that was talking about the West versus the East. And once again, in fact, with RRR, we're talking about a West versus East, and for perhaps the first time, Eastern music making it to the Golden Globe, winning this kind of an award. Do you think this is a moment that that is going to start as the recognition point? I know that, Kirvani is somebody known as M.M. Cream in Hindi cinema as well. Someone who's given melodious music all through so many years. But now is the time that he's being recognized at the global stage. And is this the beginning of people beginning to discover Indian music as well, if it is not already that popular?
Yeah, I think this really, it certainly should be the beginning of a time of exploration for a lot of people around the world. If they like this song, oh my God, it's just one gem of so many that M.M. Keeravani Garu has written, and that's just one of India's composers that we have. I mean, when A.R. Rahman won for a Hollywood film Best Song, I think it sparked a lot of interest as well. When Lagan was nominated for an Oscar, it sparked a lot of interest. So it's been building. There have been little flashes here, but this feels bigger. I think in this era of social media and all that, where things just catch on like fire, you got everybody doing the moves, you got everybody singing the song, regardless of what language is their native language. This is something big. This is something really special.
Right, I have a question for Richard as well, but before that, let me also introduce to you Vishal Mishra, who sung the Hindi version of Naatu Naatu, and that's Nacho Nacho. Vishal, what was your first reaction? I mean, as an artist, you sung the Hindi version. The composition has won this prestigious award. Did you jump off the chair?
For me, what is the biggest high of all of this is that the Indianness is validated on an international stage. It's in the film also. He says that they are doing waltz and salsa there, and he asks him that, do you know Desi Nach? And that is what India is all about. I think the whole world has validated the culture, and as an Indian, I am super, super proud, and it's a matter of great gratitude that I'm connected to the song in some way. But I feel great as an Indian, and I think everybody in India should be proud of this.
Richard, did you get any chance to groove to those Desi moves while you were playing the cop in the film? but did you get any chance with the crew to groove to that Desi moves?
Oh yeah, absolutely. As soon as the camera stopped rolling and I could get out of that character, I was one with the crew and the cast and everyone else, and we all danced together.
And Vishal very rightly pointed that, all the Indian instruments really come through, and the energy, the gusto has really come through this song. And of course, we can see musical instruments also with you. We would love you to sing your rendition of Naatu.
Let me see if I have a guitar somewhere here.
Meanwhile, as Vishal sets up, Edward, could you get in touch with the team which is at LA?
No, I have not been personally in touch, just, social media and just checking in. But in spirit, I'm definitely there. I am pretty much a Mumbaiker through and through now. So it's been 15 years now since I came to Mumbai. I've been in this industry for a long time now. And it really warms my heart to see our industry being really recognized. Like Vishal said, for being Indian, for what it is. This is not a song. This is not a movie that's trying to look like a foreign movie. This is fully Indian, fully South Indian as well. And that is why it's getting so much love, and that's awesome.
And now time to Nacho Nacho on Vishal's tunes.
I can't find the guitar, but I'll sing it like
Not
that.
a problem. I think we're good without that.
ओ बैली जैसे धूल उड़ा के सिंग उठा के तुम भी नाच, बाजे जम के ताल ढोल बेटा राजू उड़ के नाच, शेर से भी तेज देखो चल सके ना कोई नाच, अस्तबल में घोड़े जैसे भाग दौड़ ठोड़ नाच, मिट्टी जोता रोट मोटा मिर्चा खा के ऐसे नाचो, के आजा छोरे के आजा गोरे के आजा छोरे नाचो 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 वीरे नाचो 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 कच्ची कैरी जैसे खट्टा नाचो.
Not khatta but meetha experience for sure for all of you, for everyone associated with RRR. And Uma, a lot of youngsters around you. What was their reaction as cinema lovers and someone who's watched RRR and grooved on Nacho Nacho or Naatu Naatu?
When Naatu Naatu was released much before the movie itself in November 2021, that's when people, immediately in the first 24 hours itself, we had some 17 million views that the video got. And subsequently, when the song came out, it became such a rage that in all dance studios, not just in Hyderabad or across India, but everywhere people are dancing. I'm going to go across to in fact some of these people and say, what did this song mean to you? And you have been dancing non-stop, really tired. I must
just love this song, and you can see the whole team, how it gets our spirits high and up. It's a really good song. The beat's good. The music is good. Of course, nobody can beat the heroes out there, but we love getting into the dance and getting the energy up out here.
And the Golden Globes for such a song, which all of us have been grooving to, even non-dancers like me.
Actually, everyone enjoyed a lot, actually.
Enjoying the fact that India is there, right there. And
actually.
The music.
Yeah.
We spoke about A.R. Rahman, and he's been there on the world stage, and now
hats off to Keeravani, actually.
Keeravani is somebody who's done a lot of
Yeah.
melody as well. In fact, I must ask Vishal this. You know, there's a lot of melody that Keeravani sir has given. Whatever, the Tu Mile, Dil Ke Liye, or Jeene Ko Kya Chahiye, all those that perhaps the world did not see. This time, I must actually congratulate the RR team that they managed to take this film everywhere and make sure that everyone sees it. Other than the fact that the dance is spectacular and the music is spectacular, Vishal, as someone who's come from the South, now in singing Bollywood as well, how do you see this? I mean, the Bollywood, seeing that some films from the South are doing so well in the North, and now this one onto the global stage.
For me, this concept of South and North is non-existential. It's great for entertainment. Have different regional languages. It is when they announce that RRR has got the best original song award, they say it's an Indian film. And I think that is a very inspiring thing for everybody. Everybody should be inspired to. The best part is that it's not a hip hop or a pop song, you know. It's an Indian song, and it is the most inspiring thing, no matter what the language is. It has got the same amount of love in Hindi, in Telugu, in Tamil, and it's the way to go ahead. I think everybody should get inspired by this and make films rather than concentrating on the language basis of it. There is no North versus South. For me, it's Indian film industry, and I think this should be the way ahead.
And you know, Vishal, while the film is very big, the scale, the magnitude of it is prolific, and it has so many stars as well. But here, I want to pause and focus just on the music, and especially on this song. And I was trying to decode that, you know, what makes it so special. But you are an expert, you've sung the Hindi version, Naatu Naatu. If you can decode for us, like, what kind of instruments have you used? You've also mentioned about 135 beats per minute. What's that?
165.
Come again?
165.
165. Oh my God. So, you know, all of these facts which make this song special, if you can decode this for us.
For me, it was a surprise because I was singing another song in the film. It was called Ettara Janda in Telugu. And it's called Sholay in Hindi. So I had sung the Tamil, Telugu and Hindi version of that song. And I had my flight at 10:30. While I was about to leave, Kal Bhairava played me this and he said that you should check this out. The energy, the dhols that have been used, and then the guitars, the way there is Western instruments coming up and making it a fusion. There is peepani, there is a lot of chorus and a lot of Indian rooted instruments, you know. And that is what creates the energy. It's the energy coming from these instruments. And when you sing it, I was feeling it all the way through. I think I sang it in 16, 17 minutes. And while I was singing the song, I knew there is something that is magical about it. And when it released, it bursted. And I'm so glad that today it's been validated. I'm really, really happy about that.
Can you also list some instruments which make this song really upbeat?
So there is khol, there is dhol playing in it, there is peepani playing in it, there is shahnai playing in it, there is a guitar that is giving it that power, that grunge that you hear. There are multiple layers of backing vocals, you know, and then there is some sampling going on. So it's a great mixture. It's a great fusion of Western instruments fused with our culture, and you know, the way it sounds, it's sonically so easy for everybody to understand because that is what is in our gene as Indians. We have grown up with it, and they mix the contemporary instruments with it for the world to understand. And now you see what it is doing. It's a beautiful feeling.
Richard, I'd like to ask you this. You know, we tend to be very divisive when we say East and West and North and South when it comes to India. is the Western sensibility able to accept this kind of music when it comes out of India? How much do you, is this something that we are now seeing as a universal musical appeal is what we call it, or are they learning to understand and appreciate the kind of nuances that perhaps Indian music, traditional folk music brings to the global stage?
Yeah, I think everything is starting to work on larger and larger levels. I think the different regions of film in India have their own distinct things that they add to it. Bengali cinema is really interesting. But I also think that now there's a kind of sense of a pan-India film industry. And I think that that's being taken to the world. And yeah, the world is appreciating all different parts of it. It's been exposed to it, but this kind of exposure is amazing. And hopefully people will now start to see all of Indian cinema, the giant stuff and the more small heartwarming stuff and everything in between.
Edward, if I may ask you this, the RRR team was very professional in the way it went about it. Rajamouli is known to make larger-than-life films, but did it also have to do with the fact that his team went out there, showed the movies in different parts of the world, ensured that they met the people, so that I'm not saying it's the quality of music or the quality of the films that are made here get noticed. That marketing was also a very important component of getting the recognition for Naatu Naatu and RRR on the world stage.
Yeah, I think it was perhaps a perfect storm of a lot of different factors. I mean, it was a fantastic film. There's no doubt that Rajamouli has crafted something with so much precision that, anyone who watches it will notice that. It's also, there have also been plenty of amazing Indian films that could have also been marketed and been successful out there. I don't know if that would, if anything could have gotten as popular as RRR has or not, but for sure there's been a perfect storm of factors. I feel Hollywood is ready for something that's more, just basic and heartfelt and unself-conscious, so it really made people, really reminded people of something that they've been missing at this time, as well as the fact that it's just a great movie. It's so well made. And yeah, the marketing has been first class, I think.
Now, Vishal, man of the moment here is M.M. Keeravani, and if you can tell us the kind of sensibilities you pick from him. What kind of composer is he? Every singer gets an opportunity to work with different composers. What are the sensibilities you pick from him?
He's magical, to say the least. He is just magical. And, the first call that I got from him was after there's a certain song I made in this film called Kabir Singh. It's called Kaise Hua. He heard it and he called me, and someone who's so senior calling me, and then he called me to Hyderabad, and it was a beautiful experience for me. How simple that man is and how simply he conducts himself. And he's been doing this for 30 years, so many thousands of songs. And when he was standing on the stage today with that award, I felt really emotional. I felt emotional because I thought he deserves it. Nobody bigger than him deserves it. And all of the attention, he should be the center of it. And I'm so glad that whatever little details there is a note. So I'll tell you technically, if this is one note and this is another note, these blank spaces is where he works. That is where magic resides. And that is where Keeravani is magical, And I even if I can make melodies like him, 2-3% of him, I think I'll be very, very grateful to God. But he deserves all the love, and I hope that he gets the Academy later. He gets all the awards that he can get for this film, because he truly deserves it.
Vishal, you spoke about the magic of Keeravani. Many people talking about the fact that he's probably made fantastic music all through his career at different points in time. What is your favorite? Naatu Naatu, of course, now is the world's favorite in many senses, but what is your own favorite among Keeravani's works?
Oh my God, it's a very difficult question actually. I love Tum Mile Dil Khile. I think it's my most favorite melody. Then that one, Tum Aaye To Aaya Mujhe Yaad, Delhi Mein Aaj Chand Nikla. Then I loved singing Ye Tera Jhanda. I thought it was a very, very beautiful song, and Rajamouli sir also comes. I don't remember the lyrics that well, but Nitturu marigite yattara janda, something like that. It was a beautiful song, and so he's a magician. Even Rajamouli sir, he's a magician. The clarity of thought, and then the belief on the execution that I can do it and I can pull this off. I think it is what every individual who's into the field of art should learn, and I'm so glad that I'm a part of this chain, and everybody's showering love, and the whole country is united for this, and they deserve all the love that they're showering.
That's so well put, Vishal. In fact, we come to the end of this discussion. Very, very exciting one. Thank you so much, Edward, Richard, as well as Vishal for joining us. We now go ahead and, in fact, talk to the lyricist, Chandra Bose, who has in fact written 3,600, and he says, so far was a tapasya, and the Golden Globe that Naatu Naatu got is the reward that he has got because he's ultimately achieved God.
Naatu 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 Veera Naatu 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 Pachchimirapalaga Picha Naatu 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 Vitsu Kattilaga Virri Naatu.
A room full of awards, the biggest of them all, the Golden Globe. I have with me Mr. Chandra Bose, who's in fact written the lyrics for Naatu Naatu. Many, many congratulations. I have also his wife Suchi. Actually, something about the women power at the awards itself. If you talk about Mr. Rajamouli, he's always team works with Rama, his wife. Kirwani, in fact, credited his wife Srivalli at the award function itself. And Mr. Chandra Bose also talks about his wife Suchi for the kind of contribution she has made.
I will give all credit to my wife because she is the driving force of my life. My writing skills, she stood in front of me to show path of writing, and she creates a peaceful atmosphere around me to write.
3,600 songs is amazing kind of numbers, but this is really the icing on the cake.
Actually, I did not expect this kind of award for me. I'm very much happy by seeing the name on nominees list. Music Keravani, lyrics Chandra Bose. After seeing the name in that nominees list, I'm very much...
and the other names that are there along with that, the singers, Taylor Swift, Rihanna, Lady Gaga, these are like iconic.
But my sincere thanks to Keravani Garu, Rajamouli Garu, ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళు నాకు అవకాశం ఇచ్చారు.
So it is a very celebratory song meant to be set to the dance of these two young men who we know are very, very good dancers. I mean, Junior NTR is trained with Bharatanatyam, and Chiranjeevi's son is Ram Charan, who can dance like, I guess, his father as well. You yourself are a choreographer, so you know all that. But how many versions did you actually give to this song ultimately before it made it?
So after this discussion, నేను కార్లో డ్రైవ్ చేసుకుని ఇంటికి వస్తున్నప్పుడు దారిలో ఫిలిం నగర్ లో మోహన్ బాబు గారి హౌస్ ఉంది. అక్కడికి రాగానే ఒక స్ట్రైక్ అండ్ ఒక వర్డ్ నాటు నాటు అనే వర్డ్ స్ట్రైక్, ఇది హుక్ లైన్ గా పెట్టాలి. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద హుక్ లైన్ నేను అనుకొని నాటు 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 వీర నాటు 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 ఊర నాటు 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 పచ్చి నాటు 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 పరమ నాటు అని మైండ్ లో అనుకుని వెంటనే I recorded these 4 lines in my cell phone. We came to house, and second day.
So when inspiration comes, you put it down.
Put it in cell phone. So second day I sat on this song and I finished this song, and 2 more other songs also I wrote for the same situation. 2 more other songs, different songs I wrote. Total 3 songs. After 2 days, I met Keravani Garu and Rajamouli Garu, and I narrated 3 songs. In these 3 songs, the second one is Naatu Naatu. After 3 songs, Rajamouli Garu thinking, and he just narrate the second thing అన్నారు. సెకండ్ సాంగ్ మళ్ళీ పాడాను. నాకు అర్థమైంది సెకండ్ సాంగ్ వాళ్ళకి నచ్చిందని. సో
with that, we've come to an end of this conversation, and thanks Suma for bringing us this special conversation as well. And as you brought special programming from this dance studio, there's a special request from all of us here. You also try the Naatu Naatu step with all of them.
So I'm going to do the Naatu 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 Veera Naatu. I will stop at this and not go ahead. Thanks so much for watching, and it's bye-bye here from me and Arun. It's celebration time and party time all over the country and world for Indians who love this song and love this music.